I've made a guide to starting out on EarthMC, and a guide to starting a town on EarthMC, as well as many others. But I've never made a guide to starting a nation on EarthMC. I always thought I didn't have enough experience to make a video on this topic, so I forgot the idea. But now I've led several nations and owned several as well. So I think I know enough to make the long-awaited guide to start a nation on EarthMC. I hope you enjoy. Before this video starts, make sure you do subscribe. If you do, I will personally come to your house and deliver you free content every single week. And make sure to join the Discord for an experience that is 100% guaranteed to change your life. For good or for bad, I don't know. All jokes aside, subscribing helps the channel out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you did. When starting a nation, it's pretty obvious that what nation you want to make is the first thing on your list. You may have a certain spot in mind, but I'm here to say you'll regret making a nation in North America or Europe. You'll make your nation, then war will be declared on you immediately, or you'll be claim blocked. You can't have fun in these two continents. Now maybe you like a more hectic feel, in which case you can go for it and make a nation in North America or Europe. But the average person I know doesn't enjoy it. I recommend Africa personally. It's not too cut off from everything, with a few powerful nations around the continent. But it's also far enough away from everything else, so you won't be bothered. Another plus to making a nation in Africa is the sand. A lot of players will come to your end spawn to mine sand around the nation. You can either build a wall around your town, or take advantage of this. You can place down a giant shopping district with god shovels and more, capitalizing on the players exploiting your nation. You sacrifice the beauty of your area in exchange for some quick cash. South America is an even more cut-off option, and you're unlikely to be bothered at all. Australia is about the same as Africa, because even though it has less people, it's more densely populated. And then finally Asia, which is a bit of a wild card. There are nations there, especially on the eastern side, but you should be able to relax there. It really depends where on the continent you want to go, and all continents do have a bit of an area that can be safe. So I made this map to show you where I think you can make a nation and not be bothered. A few locations around north and south part of North America, basically all of South America besides Patagonia, Inca, and Brazil, a tiny portion of Eastern Europe, most of Africa besides Madagascar and Nubia, most of Central Asia, with the only parts you have to worry about being Israel and the Middle East, as well as China and Eastern Asia. And again, if you want a more hectic feel, go with North America or Europe. After you've decided on your location, you now have to get funds to create your nation. I made a whole video on how to make money on EarthMC, so if you want a very in-depth look, consider watching that video. But I'll give you a quick rundown. You can go with the easiest route and just mine the gold. Go to a location like Cordoba, Canada, Chile, or Nubia with an inventory full of haste potions, and mine for an hour or two every once in a while. You can make around 100 gold every trip. Then to add on to that, you can make a shop to sell anything from armor to materials you find while mining. If you try hard enough, you can make these funds within 2 or so weeks. Once you have that, I suggest building up a lot more funds before actually making the nation. Because if you make a one-chunk town and make that a nation, it could very well get claim blocked. And once that happens, owning a nation is a lot harder. If you get like 2,000 gold and then make a nation, you can claim a really good chunk of land and start out the nation. Finding allies is a really important aspect of thriving as a nation. You could become a colony of a nation to start out, maybe try to work towards independence. Or you could just find a close ally and work with them. If you do the first option, you could also get some gold out of them to help make the nation, helping out on your quest to get your nation. But anyways, to do this, I suggest joining all of the discords of nations in your area. Stay in the shadows if they don't sound friendly, and talk a lot if they do sound friendly. This way you can earn their trust so they want to work with you to found the nation. And you can find your enemy nations and know how to stay away from them. You should always be on top of diplomacy if you want a working nation. Otherwise you'll get completely drop-kicked by Nubia, or whatever big nation is in your area. Once everything is ready, it's time for you to get ready to create it, but you need a few other members to have a running nation. If you're experienced on the server, you should have a few friends that you could ask to join your nation. That's how I've grown nations in the past. But the main thing is that you have to be good at recruiting. You can use the EMCL Discord to look at the townless players on the server, and then invite them all. Make sure to start a conversation with them so you don't seem malicious, but instead seem nice. They should join your town. After that, get them to join the Discord for your nation, and try to keep them active. Another way to recruit is going on the EarthMC Discord and talking to the people. Any of these ways could work to make your nation thrive. If you want your nation to be great and last for a while, you're going to have to do a lot to make sure that happens. Most of all, make sure you have a right-hand man and lots of other towns in the nation. The nation needs to be able to survive after you're gone. Make sure your relations with foreign nations are good, and no major wars will start. Then finally, don't mass recruit. Unless you need to claim chunks, there's no reason you should mass recruit. Your nation will be great for a month and then fade away, which is very bad for the morale of your citizens. If your nation keeps losing population, it will be hard for them to really want to keep going. Make sure you recruit in a moderate amount. Anyways, if you're planning to make a nation, I hope this video helped out. That's really what it's for. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. I upload around once a week, so I won't clog up your notification. And subscribing to the channel helps me out a crap ton on my mission to get to 1,000 subscribers, as well as just growing in general. Thank you all very much for watching. Gosh golly, I hope you enjoyed it. Toothbrush.